how does your concept offer different from like BlockAero or Veritext or others? So Mark, before you answer that, I've had BlockAero and others who are on the broadcast, and I generally don't try to make my guests be an expert on somebody else's product, okay? And so if you could, don't answer necessarily on what's the differences between you and BlockAero, just what do you do best? I guess maybe we'll ask.
So yeah, I don't want to compare us, directly to potential competitors, although I think some of those companies mentioned are actually more partners or potential partners with what we're doing. Really where SkyThread's niche is that, we are of the industry, right? So SkyThread as a company is comprised of some very senior ex-leaders from companies like Honeywell and Airbus and United Airlines, as well as senior leaders and thought leaders who ran aerospace at places like IBM and PwC and others that have served the industry for decades and decades and decades. So we believe in the power of technology. I mean, I am a technologist at my core, right? But we're industry first, and what SkyThread really is focused on doing is creating the network. We are able to go because of the industry leadership that's in the company. We're able to go and address the industry holistically and top down. And this is actually when we think about the go-to-market and your background in digital, I think Mark will appreciate this, right? So the companies that have served the market, right, in whether in aerospace or with airlines, always tend to serve the market in two, right? This isn't unanimously true, but it's ubiquitous, where you have a group and a P&L that represents aerospace and calls on aerospace customers, your Boeing, your Airbus, your tier ones. And then separately, you have a group that focuses on travel and transportation and calls on airlines. And when that dichotomy exists, and you look at where the focus of digital in that travel and that airline space is, very little of it tends to be in MRO or in operations. Very little of it touches the aircraft, which is really where I've been focused and my colleagues have been focused for our whole careers. And what SkyThread, I think, is uniquely done in industry is brought the industry together. And we do this both in consortium and in SkyThread's own go-to-market holistically as one. So we serve airlines, we serve MROs, we serve lessors, we serve tier ones, the engine makers, and the airframers equally, right? And I think that's unique, and I think that gives us really a unique perspective and some unique capabilities to bring to market to solve some of both the trust roadblocks and the acceleration roadblocks that we have all struggled with for years and over a decade now, and trying to get the value we all see out of digital.